Well, we do raise hens naturally, and 10 to 8, 10, 12 days is the best time for the hens. But if they're not racing that way, we'll split them. Put some in with the youngsters, generally about 6, 8 at a time. Leave the cocks in the boxes with the natural pigeons, put the hens in, and that's the way they race. And we'll find that when we do that, the hens race better than the cocks. This year, year 2000, I split the lot. I put the hens in one section, left the cocks in two of the sections, and raced them, and the hens murdered them. It was a hen that won the combine, it was a hen that won Broviers, and the hens did race better when they were split, roundabout or just parted, better than the cocks. And normally it's the cocks that keep the slump. We're starting on the Sunday. The pigeons are normally given gamba cockside for canker and coxie on the Sunday, or PLG in the water, or gambazine. Normally that's for something every Sunday, if Sunday's the day after the race. If they're held over until it's the Monday, starts the week. But that's the way the week starts on the Sunday. If it's been a very hard race, they'll get depurative on the Sunday. If it's not, they're back on good corn straight away. The natural pigeons are raised on breeding mix. It used to be, forgetting the name now, but it's a good breeding mix that they're raised on, the natural pigeons, and they're kept on that all year. Only if it's a difficult race on the Saturday, or they're put on depurative Sunday morning. Monday, they're let out. Sunday, they're not let out, very rare. Monday morning, out. Monday night, out. Tuesday, trained, 30 mile. Out at night, if they fly, they fly. If they don't, they don't. Wednesday morning, 30 mile. Thursday, 30 mile. Thursday night, free night. They can do what they like. Normally, they're bathed on a Thursday morning. If I'm away training them, I put the bath on before I leave. The time I get back, they're in the bath on a Thursday. Friday, they're fed as early as possible, and no more. Friday night, they're basketed, liberated. They're trapped when they come home with red band or a local trapping mix, and that's all they get till I go back to the garden at night and they're fed depurative. That's the Saturday. What's in the water on the Saturday is electrolytes. I've bought them, tried every kind, but at the minute they're on what they give race horses after the race. It's supposed to put the sweat and the salts back in. Well, that's what I give the racers on the Saturday when they come home. And just the seed. I put straight back in the boxes with the nest. They sit the eggs, they sit them. If they don't, well, they don't. Normally they're raised dry. Once the racing starts, never had much success with them feeding little youngsters or big youngsters. Raised dry, like I say, 8, 10, 12 days has been the best time for the hens and the cocks. We're treating them for paramix over Novivac, which is round about now, between now and Christmas. And they pick a nice day and vaccinate them. I don't treat them with anything. Once the racing's finished till the racing starts, that's when they've got to build up their own immune system. They're not treated for anything until just before pairing up. I'll treat them with gamba coxoid again for canker and coxie. If I think they need it, I'll worm them with Panacure. One tablet, I found that's the easiest. And normally that's it. But if I think there's a pigeon not right, I'll give it a Panacure, or I'll put it in the box and treat it with gamba coxoid till I think it's right. Every day I try to clean out every day, and the first thing I'm looking for is droppings that's not right. I think that's the first sign that something's just not right with the pigeons. I'm looking for just droppings that's loose, probably green, or just not firm droppings. I mean, you can get loose droppings by feeding a big mixture, a light mixture of corn. It changes droppings. If you want nice looking droppings, thick droppings, feed them beans or peas. But normally you can tell straight away if the droppings are loose, just not firm enough and stay in the bottom. You've got a problem with the pigeon. And if I think it's a big enough problem, I'll treat the whole flock, not just the individual pigeon. And that's why on the Sunday after the race, I tend to treat them with canker. I think canker, in the old days, canker was something that you just got a lump in the mouth. In later years, we've realised that canker's anywhere on the pigeons and needs to be treated. Even though you cannot say it, you need to treat it. After the week of training Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, when they come back after training on the Thursday, they get in the bath, I think it relaxes them and changes attitude and gets them ready, settled down, ready for the Friday, Saturday, for the racing. Relaxes them, and whether Tuesday they're trained, Wednesday, Thursday, and all of a sudden it's relaxable and ready for the race. A lot of people have said that it takes the bloom off them and it's the bloom they need, but the reason I started bathing them on a Thursday was I found that on a Thursday, if I bathed them on a Sunday, which a lot of people do, on a Thursday when they came back off a race and I topped the drinkers up and fed them, when I went back on a Thursday night, the floor was wet. I'd been bathing in the drinker. So I decided to put the bath on a Thursday and it's worked pretty well for us. With youngsters I use Marmite. A teaspoon of Marmite, bit of warm water, dissolve it, put it in the drinker for the youngsters. Also, with a young bird sickness, I've started using it's a bio yogurt, live Greek yogurt, live cultures, I think it is on there. I've put 2 soup spoons of that in the drinker. And touch wood, it's worked pretty well against the young bird sickness while I've been using it.
That's every week?
Yeah. Probably 2 days a week, and I feed the youngsters and they haven't got anything water in front of them. I put the yogurt in the water, mix it up, then put it in and they get a drink while it's mixed up because it tends to settle on the bottom of the water. And hopefully that's, so far, it's working out okay. But if the locals say that, then they'll be buying this yogurt. And also I buy the yogurt, I buy the Marmite, and I buy me garlic at Asda Superstore. It's cheaper there because if it's got pigeons attached to it, the price seems to go up a bit. And if Asda found out we're using it for the pigeons, they would put the price up. But the lot, I buy even the garlic, it's a garlic granules. And if I get like a teaspoon's equivalent to 3 cloves of garlic cloves, so it works very well. I think it does put a bit of a shine on them, and in the old days they used to say it stopped them getting worms, and I don't think it does that, but I think it does keep them in decent condition, keeps their feathering right, and it stops them drinking, because I think when the pigeons drink a lot of water, as it does when it's feeding youngsters, they're very difficult to get into form, I think, when they're drinking a lot of water. And garlic does tend to reduce the amount of water they take, and I think that's a benefit to pigeons. And with youngsters, when I treat them with the Marmite and the yogurt, on a Friday, I feed them as early as possible. And the youngsters are not bathed on a Thursday. I fill the drinkers up on the Friday morning with fresh, clean water and hope that they get a bath. Because I know if they get in a bath, they're getting a good drink for the race on Saturday. Because youngsters are very reluctant to drink in the basket. So if I can get them to drink as much as I can on a Friday, then I know that if they make a mistake, they shouldn't be looking for water because they've had a good drink on the Friday.